Hello, I'm Marie Kidd. As some of you may know, I have a pretty reserved personality. I think the expression, still waters run deep, sums it up perfectly. I grew up as an only child and felt extremely isolated and invisible much of the time. I learned to cope with this sense of being unseen by becoming very observant. So while I may appear to be daydreaming in some faraway place, I'm actually in a deep state of study and quiet contemplation. Much of the time, my expression and body language fail to match the way I'm really feeling. These are just a few things that I've come to realize about myself along my journey. What began 5 years ago as a quest for happiness has become a life transformation as I discovered and opened my heart to God's unending love. In March of 2015, I found myself on a secluded beach in Laguna, California. A series of events led to a profound experience as I suddenly became aware, with every fiber of my being, that the sense of invisibility and loneliness I had carried for so many years was a complete lie. I was rocked by the realization that Jesus was there by my side, just as he had always been, waiting patiently for me to open my heart. With tears in my eyes, I fell to my knees as a bitter wave of irony rushed over me. I suddenly saw how the self-protective scurry I had been in all these years had only closed me off from the one true, ever-present source of love, Jesus. And just when it felt like the pain would split me in two, a gentle understanding that I had already been forgiven sank in. And with that, the image of a vengeful God that had been imprinted on my brain washed away, and I was left with a soothing comfort, knowing that the Lord had always been there and will always be there, and that his love is perfect and unconditional. When I returned home from that trip, I was bubbling over with spirit. In my exuberance, I wanted to shout my faith from the rooftops for the whole world to hear. And like a newborn infant, I believed in my heart and soul that all my problems would now melt away and that life would be perfect. I wanted to record this video that summer, and if I had, that may have been the end of the story. But as so often happens, my journey took an unexpected turn. The Lord had more lessons for me to learn, and in a few short months, there I was, wrestling with him again. But this time, as I cried out for mercy in the depths of despair, I did not receive an earth-shaking revelation. No, this time was different. I had to become very still to hear the message. Slowly, I began picking up and using the tools of patience and forgiveness that Jesus was offering and began to emerge from the shadows. In the end, I have learned that faith is not a one-time cataclysmic event imbued by zealous optimism. Faith is a substance forged of a much harder steel. I knew in my heart that this year was the right time to become baptized. I'm grateful that I waited. I'm grateful for all that I have learned. I'm grateful for the little seed of faith that has sprouted and grown firm roots in my heart. Most of all, I'm grateful to have finally opened up my heart and allowed myself enough compassion to experience the love that Jesus has always been offering.